Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. It's a technique. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Batir. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to...
Going up top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37.
Wow, what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Batir. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down. The Sooners line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Tracy. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Dropping back, it's 20. Looking down the middle. It's caught. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll run the toss. And the Golden Gophers have enough for the first down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. They'll ride the hot hand, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up, and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan, and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw, it's Lindsay. Unleashes one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go-box. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love the awareness by the defense there. Third and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass. But up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run. They did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up fourth and long.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're
Ernie on the Jets. Lowers those pads. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
we may have a situation situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over the Groupers. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Yeah, how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
He's not afraid to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off-play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. It's a seam wide open. He's loose. Touchdown Sooner. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give is to Taylor. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And that's a live ball. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? I don't know if it was. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. The officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive line might have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to him on the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Batir. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, there's an example of how this tight end can be a big weapon in the passing game. That time on the corner route. Does a nice job separating from the defender and hauling in the catch.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Pressure coming. He's going to throw deep right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep...
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for trying to beat the D deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket.
He's got it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? Fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And he puts through the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Give to the single back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense looks like they're coming. Try to get it to the edge. Stuck on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So they picked up 32 yards on that drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Takes the handoff. It's off. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Fine play action. The pass ball's incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stops. stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Golden Gophers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. There he goes. Turning it on. He's at the 30. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy that you can give the ball that can make such big plays. It makes play calling fun. It makes offense fun. Everything's built off of this, but when you can block it up front and give the ball to a speed so they can fly down the field, offense is a heck of a lot of fun.
Is relentless here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolute shank. Missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Just have to wonder about the headspace this kid is in right now. That's now his second missed kick. If he had made that one, they would have had the lead. He needs to go clear the cobwebs on the sideline, get his confidence back.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Fires to the tight end. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throwing right. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
was a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Burks. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Fires to the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Punt is in the air. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The short hands, it's Taylor. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll start this drive going to the air. A strike downfield. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. They'll give it to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Great job contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Batir. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Jobbed out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the third play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He got it. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. This quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the direct snap, it's Taylor. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma State is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 17 over the Bluebirds. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. That's it, 5. He makes the catch. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
But when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Wants to go up top on first down. Get breaking down. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Fighting off the defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The running back has it. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
Got to give this defense credit, because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Normally, I would say, 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him this time. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Fourth down by one possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Setting up the screen. Oh, out of space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
A quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Going to work Nuke on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. High quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Complete out of the backfield. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man, it's Lindsey. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on third down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Play fake. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. This offense has it with really good field position. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Oh, what an exciting finish this is going to be. The offense has it one more time. One last drive, and time is winding down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kent. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, great tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. bail itself out after the second down misfire. Off the play fake. Going for 6. Snags it. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee as a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time,
he lets one fly deep. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.